sugar loves, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new, and welcome back to another installment of my entrepreneur series. If y'all are new, or even if you're not new, I do have an entrepreneur series. This is the third episode. It will be linked somewhere. First off, if I'm looking a little shiny, I apologize. Okay, I'm not really having a good skin day today, so I'm just trying to take care of my skin. Second, if you like the shirt that I'm wearing, this is a part of my boyfriend's merch kind of stuff. I'll link his channel up here as well, and it's linked to Teespring, and Teespring is linked to YouTube, so if you go to one of his videos or something, there should be a bar under the video, like near where the description and all that is, where it would have the merch from the Teespring shop. So, as you can see by the title, and maybe even the thumbnail, I'm not sure yet, we are going to be making our own nail sets today. And not only our own nail sets, our own nail holder thing. I don't know what it's called. I'll insert the picture on the screen of what I'm talking about. These thingies that's on the screen, these thingies that people use to make nail sets, like they put the fake nails on top and then they can polish it and add whatever kind of bedazzlements they want. That's what we're going to be making today for the cheap, okay? Also, really quick, if you have not already, make sure you go watch my last video where I talked about where you can get a whole variety of backdrops like this one, because this is a new backdrop that I have, for less than $2, okay? Make sure you go watch that video. It will be linked in the iCard. So this could be for personal use if you want to make yourself some nail sets. It could be for business use if you want to start a business but you don't really have a whole lot of money to do it. This is not a long-term solution. I wouldn't say this is a long-term solution to that nail holder thing. Usually when I do my own nails, like press-ons or whatever, I glue them on my hands first and then I file them and all that. But I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do that because I had to put the nails on, and it would have just been a lot. So I was like, let me figure out how I can solve this problem. So that's what today's video is about. Okay, so before we get started, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need. Okay, the first thing, some nails. These are nails that I've had for a while actually. I actually did a tutorial making some cloud nails, whatever. It'll be linked up there too. And I got these from Amazon for like $8. This comes with 500 pieces and I believe 10 different sizes. So these are the nails I'm going to be using. These are just, I got these from Amazon too. Some, what are these called? These things. These little crystal things. For the nail holder thing, you're going to need some skewers and some floral foam, both of which can be found at Dollar Tree. You're also going to need a hot glue gun, some nail files, and I have these tweezers that came with the crystal things. I'm also going to be using glue dots and E6000. The E6000 is mainly for longevity of the nail set. So like if you wanted to, if you're making a really nice set of nails and you want to like rewear them, this is so that the crystals don't come off. Before you get started, really quick, make sure you're either wearing a mask or definitely be working in a well ventilated area. Open a window or something, because you don't want to be smelling these E6000 fumes, these glue fumes, for too long. It'll give you a headache or something like that. So just make sure that your area is well ventilated. So I'm gonna open my window. I apologize if y'all hear any outside noise, cars, people, animals, whatever. I'll try to edit out as much as I can, but I'm not about to die for this, okay? Okay, and also I'm gonna be using some scissors. You don't necessarily need them, but I'm gonna be using these. Like I said, I apologize for the outside noise. First thing that you want to do is take your floral foam, and don't like be too rough with this stuff because it like breaks apart pretty easy. And you're gonna need skewers, and the first thing that you want to do is determine basically how tall you want your thingies to be that are gonna hold the nail. And then I'm going to cut this in half as best I can. Okay, they're not perfectly even, but that's okay. So the first thing that we're gonna do is take the two pieces that aren't sharp. Okay, so I'm gonna line these up. Be very, very careful. Anytime you're using a hot glue gun or even E6000, be very, very careful, okay? Because the way that I'm doing this, I mean, I've done something like this before, so I'm good, but be careful. After I make the first one, I'll line up the one that I made to the new skewer so that they're all pretty much the same height, and I use that as a reference to cut the next one. And make sure that on one end they are lined up flat. Then very carefully put on some hot glue. Be very careful, especially if you're doing this by your hand. I just burned myself a little bit, but I'm okay. And then line them up at the end. And this glue is still hot, so see, look, be careful. But you just want to push them together like this so that they're all glued together. Now we have our other steak. Basically, you want to make 5 of these per block, or 1 block for each hand. So I'm going to make the rest of my steaks and come back. All of my steaks are done, nice and cooled off. Place our steaks in point part down, obviously. I'm going to take these glue dots, and they come in sheets like this. You see the glue dot on there? You just want to put that on top of the steak, the flat part. And you can kind of like try to get it to stick around, because the objective is to take it off with the glue still on there, or you can like ease it as you pull the plastic off. Cover the whole top basically. Okay, next you're going to take your nails, size your hands. I have my nails right here. Hopefully y'all can see them because the nail tips are clear. They have like a little kind of a curve on the sides, and I want them to be more straight. So I'm just gonna take a nail file that's not too gritty. This one's kind of worn down a little bit, so it's not gonna file off too much. But I brought y'all in a little bit closer so y'all can see. All you gotta do is stick it on there. Stick the nail on there nice and good so that it won't move. Now for the fun part. You can get creative and do whatever kind of designs that you want to do. Basically, when it comes to putting on the crystals and stuff, I'll take the skewer and I'll put a dot of E6000 on the paper, take the skewer and just get up a little bit, enough that I need depending on the size of the crystal that I'm going to put on. Put the dot on there. I found that's easier than trying to dip the crystal in the E6000 and then put it on there, or put the E6000 directly on the nail, or it's just the cleanest way that I found to apply the crystals, especially when you're doing certain kinds of intricate designs like the ones that I've done. And I'm also going to take this skewer and just carve out a letter. This is going to be the right. That's just for the sake of the design that you're going to do, so you know which hand is which. So like if you're doing a design with some swirls or like whatever, you want the other hand to be the mirror image, not the same, so that when they're side by side next to each other they look cohesive and not weird. These nails that I did, these little swirly ones, I should have did the mirror image so that, because they're gonna look like this next to each other. They're not gonna look how I wanted them to look. That's just a word of advice. This nail set is gonna be gold. I have this LA Colors gold. This is in the color Seashell. I don't know why it says seashell when it's gold, but. And I also have this top coat that I got from Dollar Tree. This, if y'all get this top coat, definitely be in a ventilated area because it's strong. We're gonna see what I come up with. So this is a thumb, pointer, middle, ring, and pinky. I polished all of them except this is the ring finger that I told you I was gonna put the little clear moment, you know. So I have a vision in my mind of how I want to do the crystals. For the thumb, do like a big one right here, and then like kind of have them going like that on the side. For the pointer or the index, I think I want to do like a little diagonal something. For the middle, I think I'm going to do like a ring, kind of. Not like a ring, but like a curve with the big one in the middle and like some smaller ones going down. Of course, for the ring, I'm going to do the basically outlining the clear part, and then for the pinky, I want to do kind of like something gradual where there's like more up towards the top and then they kind of fade towards the bottom. And definitely after the, do whatever kind of designs you want to do the top coat and all that, you want to leave these to sit either overnight or for the rest of the day or for some hours to make sure that the E6000, well, one, to make sure that all of the polish is fully dry, and all the E6000 is dry too. It says on the back of this, y'all can pause and read it if you want, but I'm gonna read it to y'all. It says, test a small area, apply directly to surfaces to be bonded or repaired, allow 24 hours for curing, maximum bond strength may not be reached for up to 72 hours. So what I did with the other nail sets that I made is I made them and I left them, the polish and everything, to dry for the rest of the day, and then overnight I left I left it on the thing so that just to make sure everything was dry, and then everything was good to touch and it wasn't wet and stuff, and nothing moved around or anything. Even with nails like these where it's all the crystals and all E6000 on it, it was safe to take off of the thing the next day. Something else that I think is helpful is to kind of plan out. I don't know if y'all can see, it's down here. It's not in focus, but this is kind of the idea that I want to put on the thumb. I think it's good to plan out your design that you want to do. Also, if this is your first time working with E6000, when you open it, do not squeeze it too hard. Once you squeeze it, it'll start coming out and it won't stop coming out. So I'm just squeeze out a little bit. See? It won't stop coming out. So I just squeeze out some onto my paper, my scrap paper. I'm gonna take this skewer, pick up, a dollop of it, just enough for the crystal, and then I'm gonna take this crystal. And another reason why, because at first when I was first thinking of doing this, I was like, maybe I should use hot glue because it'll dry quicker, but E6000 is better because it gives you more time to get everything in the right place. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of them off camera and then come back and show y'all what I did, because otherwise it's gonna take way too long. So this is what I came up with. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about the pinky or this one. It's not exactly what I was going for, but I do like it. I think my thumb is the favorite. I hope y'all enjoyed learning how to make this little bootleg nail stand. But look, it works. Okay, y'all, that is going to be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all like the nails. Let me know. Comment down below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. Comment down below what other kind of nails y'all want me to make. Subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you watch the rest of my entrepreneur series. It will be linked in the iCard, and I will see y'all in my next video.
Warriors around, don't get caught in the mosh pit. Fuel to the fire, ain't nobody can stop it. Trouble in my city, but I'm across it. Got a 40 on my hip and I'm liable to spark it.